guys, in this math lesson, we're going to learn how to put decimal numbers in order. This first part of this lesson is for parents. I want to teach you guys some methods to use that you can show your kids to get them to understand just a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to that. Okay, so I have on my document camera some things that you're going to need. So you're going to need a piece of blank, like white computer paper, a ruler, a plastic sheet protector. You can get those at Walmart, 25 of them for $1 or $2. You'll need a dry erase marker. Some dye are helpful to make this lesson fun. Anything else? Sharpie, I say maybe a highlighter as well. So the first thing that you're going to do is make a place value chart. I have found that the place value chart is the easiest way to get kids to understand decimal numbers. Okay, so you're going to use your computer paper, your ruler, your Sharpie, and your highlighter for this. And I've already made mine. I'll scoot it over here. So here's mine. And you just want to take your ruler, make some lines here down. These can be smaller than mine. You can extend this out to thousands, 10,000s, etc., etc. For this lesson, though, we're going to keep it simple. So we're going to have hundreds, tens, ones, and then on the right side, we're going to have tenths, hundredths, and thousands. And I used my highlighter to highlight this side. So this would be to the right of the decimal, and then these numbers would be to the left of the decimal. And that's important when kids are first learning about decimal numbers because it really is kind of confusing for them. So if you need to pause this video for a moment while you make that sheet, you may do so. Then you're going to put this sheet into the plastic sheet protector, like so. I'm going to turn my light off so we can see that better. Sorry about that. I don't know how to turn the light off. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright, so when you have this done, we will continue our lesson. This is what the die is for, just to kind of make it fun for the kids. Anything that the student can manipulate themselves, they take ownership of, and they are more likely to pick it up. Okay, so what we're going to do is roll one die at a time, and we're going to kind of fill in these blanks, okay? So we're going to just make it easy. We're going to start with the ones first. So I'm going to roll a 2, and I'm going to write that number here, and then roll again a 6, and roll again a 2. Okay? We're going to keep it simple like that. So this line right here, that's where the decimal would go. So you want to have your student write that in themselves. Again, that gives them ownership over the problem. Okay, so when we're teaching this, I like to refer to decimals or use the example of money. Kids are learning about money at this age. They kind of already have a pretty good grasp on how much things cost, savings, things like that. So if you use the example of relate it to money, it makes a lot more sense to them. Okay, so you're going to take your die And you're going to do another one. Okay. And we're going to do maybe a couple more. So that was a 6, 3, and a 5. Okay, so we'll just do 3 to kind of give the example. So the lesson today is about putting decimal numbers in order. We've made it pretty easy in this example beginning because we have given them all, just the ones, we've given them all the tenths and the hundredths. Sometimes in students' lessons they will leave off a hundredth and add these two on. So it kind of confuses kids as to what to do when they don't see the same amount of numbers. So you want to throw that into your examples as well. Sorry about that. Okay, and then you want to just point out that this is like the dollars, and then these are the tenths and the hundredths. So this is the change here. So obviously $6 is more than $2, and $2 is more than $1. So this one is very, very easy to put in order. They're not always like that, but that gives a good example for the student. Hey students, the next part of this lesson is for you guys. Hopefully your parents took the time to make this cool place value chart for you. We're going to be using this in our lesson. If this has not been made for you, maybe you could take the time now to pause this video and go ahead and make a place value chart just like mine. Okay, this is going to be very helpful in our lesson today. Alright, so we're going to switch over to iExcel. This is just a probably 5th, 6th, 7th grade. It has a range of grade levels, but it is F4, F.4 I think on here, put decimal numbers in order. So we're going to use this. So we're going to put decimal numbers in order from greatest to least. And what I'm going to do first is use my place value chart, and I'm going to write each one of these on my chart, and that's going to make it easier for us. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to write down, and I want you guys to do this too, you have your place value chart ready, is going to be, if the decimal is here, the first one was, I think, 0.2, is that right? Check. 0.2, and then we have 12.7. Okay, so 0.2, and then we have 12.7, and then we have 7.21. Okay, so this is a great example of what you might see on iExcel. So I'm going to explain each one of these, what these mean. So first of all, you're going to notice that I line all of my decimals up. Anytime you are working with decimals, you need the decimal to be in the same spot every time. So on this place value chart, the decimal is going to come between the ones and the tenths. Okay? So when we use decimals, we're going to think about money. And this is like the decimal in the amount of money. Okay? So if you think about this, 0.2, we really don't see that in money. Like, this would not be 2 cents, would it? It would be, we put a 0 in the hundredths place, it's going to be 20 cents, okay? We don't really see this number, 12.7, in money. So if we have a blank spot here, it's a 0. We do see $12.70, don't we? Okay, and then the third one, this is like $7.21. Okay, so if IXL wanted us to put these three numbers in order from greatest to least, this one is very easy to figure out. $12.70 is the most. $7.21 is like the middle, and then the least is 20 cents. Okay, so that's going to be an easy one. We'll put those in order here. Okay, so that one comes first, and then that one, and then the 20 cents is the least. Great. Okay, here's another one that we can try. Let me erase. Okay, take a moment and let's write these together on our own place value charts. Remember that your decimals are going to line up, and they're going to line up on the line between the ones and the tens. Okay, I'm going to switch over to my place value chart. I have these three written on there. Does yours look like mine? I hope so. So you'll see that the first one has just two numbers, and then the hundredths is blank. So the first thing that we're going to do is put a 0 there. Okay, this one has all three of its numbers, and then the last one, again, we need a 0 in the hundredth place. And now they look like the money that we're used to seeing. So let's put these in order. I believe it said greatest to least on this one too. Let me check. Greatest to least. Okay. So let's look at these. The first one is $1.60. The second one is $6.01. And the third one is $6.10. Okay, does that make sense? Good. Okay, so let's put these in order from the greatest to the least. Which one of these three is the greatest amount of money? So I'm looking at $6.10 is the most, followed by $6.01. That's just a little bit less. And then the least is $1.60. Okay, so let's put those in order on IXL from the greatest to the least. So here we have the $6.10, followed by the $6.01, and last or least is the $1.60. So do you guys see how the place value chart will really, really help you if you can use this type of format? Keeps it all simple, okay? So let me erase again on mine. You guys erase on yours, and then we can do the third one together. Okay, so write these numbers on your place value chart, and I'm going to write them on mine. This time we're looking for least to greatest. Did you guys remember to line up your decimals? You did? That's great. Okay, so here we have all three numbers have the same amount of digits, so that's great. Makes it easier for us. So we're going to read these three choices. Okay, the first one is $6.25. The second one has no dollars. So this one is just 2 cents. So this would be like 2 pennies. And then the third one is $5.62. So let's put these in order from the least to the greatest. So you'll see that 2 cents is the least amount. The middle one The middle amount is $5.62, and then the most, or the greatest, is $6.25. So we'll switch over and these in order. There we go, easy. Okay, here we have another one. You guys erase, I'm going to erase mine too. This one is least to greatest. Alright, so let's look at our place value sheet. Okay, the first one is $8.13. The second one only has 2 digits. The 100th place is missing, so that just gets a 0. Now we can read it as money. So $1.30. And then the last one is $3.18. Okay, so let's put these in order from the least to the greatest. This one's pretty easy because you can just look at the ones place. Of course, $1.30 is the least. And then $3.18 is a little bit more than that. And then the greatest amount is $8.13. Okay, so let's go back to iExcel. Least to greatest, $1.30 was the least. $8.13 was the greatest. There we go. Okay, next one. Okay, go ahead and write these on your place value chart. I'll do the same. I hope you remember to line up your decimals on the line between the ones and the tenths. That's where it goes. Okay, so let's look at these 3 numbers. We have 3 numbers here, so just to make it easy, we're going to go ahead and make these have 3 numbers. You'll notice that on both of these, the hundredths place is missing, so both of those just get a 0. You always fill in with a 0. Okay? And now we can read these as money. Alright, so the first one has no dollars, but we have 80 cents. The second one has no dollars, and we have 8 cents. And the third one is $8.20. Okay, so we're going to put these in order. Okay, least to greatest. So the least amount would be 8 cents, wouldn't it? And then the next, a little bit higher than that, is the 80 cents. And then the greatest amount is $8.20. Okay? So let's go back to iExcel. Put these in order from least to greatest. So we want 8 cents first, 80 cents second, and $8.20 last. Okay, very good. Okay, this one we have 5 numbers. This one's going to be super fun, okay? So we're going to do it the same way. We've just been using 3 numbers to compare, but go ahead and write all 5. Don't forget on this one to line up the decimals. Okay, that's the most important part on this one. So I'm going to give you a minute to write these onto your place value chart while I do the same. switch over to my place value chart now. Let's see if I can get all of these on there. Okay, like I told you guys, the most important part is lining up your decimals. Okay, that way we can compare the numbers without it being crazy. Okay, so the first thing that we notice is that some of them have 3 digits, but they're kind of all spread out. So we're going to take just a moment and fill in these hundreds. Okay, anything on this side is important to have zeros to make it look like money. So I'm just going to fill in. That looks a lot better. Okay, we don't want to do that with the tens column because it would make it more confusing, I think, because we're reading these as dollars. Okay, so let's look at the first one. Here we have $9.99. Okay. The second one we have $99.90. The third one, we have no dollars, but we have 90 cents. The fourth one, we have no dollars, 99 cents. And the last one is $9.90. Okay. On a problem like this, where you have so many numbers that it might be confusing, we're going to look and see what it says to do. Greatest to least. Okay. So what I'm going to do is find the greatest number, and I'm going to put a 1 by it. And then the second one, I'll put a 2, and so on. Okay? So which one of these choices is the most money? Well, if we look here, this one has tens, and none of the other ones have tens. Okay? So this one's going to be the most money with $99. Okay? So we're going to put a small number 1 right there. That's the greatest. All right. Which one comes next? Well, our choices, we move to the ones column to find the one that comes next. So we have a 9 here and a 9 here. So these two have $0. We're not going to worry about those just yet. Okay? So which one is more? $9.99 or $9.90? Yes, $9.99 is more. So that one's going to be our number 2, which makes this one here our number 3. Okay? Now, the last two don't have any dollars, so now we have to move to the tens. Since they both have 9s, then we move to the hundreds. Which one is more, a 0 or a 9? Yeah, 99 cents is more than 90 cents. So the 99 is our number 4, and the 90 cents is our number 5. Now, why did I do that? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that you can keep this on your paper and look back at your assignment, which in our case is IXL today, and get your answer. Keep it straight, okay? So let's go back to IXL. So greatest to least. Our number 1 was the $99. So that's the greatest. The one that came next, number 2, was the $9.99, this one. The third one, number 3, was the $9.90, which was this one. Okay, see how they have 9s in the ones place? Okay, and then number 4, we had 99 cents, which was this one. And then we had the 90 cents. So we have our numbers in order from greatest down to the least. Great job, guys. Okay, let's clear our 100 charts. I'm sorry, our place value charts, and we're going to start over with another one. Okay, we have greatest to least here, 3 different different numbers. So I'll be quiet, I'll copy mine down if you want to copy yours down. Make sure the decimal is in the same spot. Okay? Okay, so here are your three numbers that you should have on your place value chart. They are all missing the hundredths number. So we're going to go ahead and fill those three in with zeros just to make it look like money, okay? Okay, so we are putting these in order from greatest to least. So we're going to start with the tens column, okay? Which one of those numbers is biggest? The 9, yes. So automatically we know that that is our greatest, okay? So we have, number 1, we have $97.30, okay? Next, we're looking for number 2. They both have a 7 in the tens place, so we need to go to the ones. Which is bigger, 9 or 3? 9. So that's going to be our number 2. So here we have on number 2, we have $79.30. Okay, and we know this one's number 3 just because, but let's go ahead and look at it. It is $73.90. Okay, so you want to go back and make sure that you've done your thinking correctly. So we have $97, $79, and the least amount is $73. Okay, that makes sense. So we're going to go back to iExcel. Greatest to least. There we go. Okay. Release. Okay, we'll just do a few more, guys. We're almost done. Okay, this one is greatest to least as well. Alright, so on this one, just remember, make sure your decimals are all in a row between the ones and the tenths. Goes right here every single time. That's why this place value chart is so nice to have, because it keeps everything nice and simple, and you can keep track of things a lot easier. Okay, so what are we looking for now? I've forgotten already. Greatest to least. Okay, so I automatically know, well, before we do that, look, there's a number missing here. Let's go ahead and fill in our 0. Sorry about that. Okay, so I automatically know that this one's going to be the greatest because it has tens and these don't. Okay, so that's going to be our number 1. All right, let's look at for our number 2. So we have a 4 and a 0. So which one is more, 4 or 0? 4, of course. So our number 2 is going to be $4.59. And then our third one, because it's the last one that we have, there are no dollars, but there are 59 cents. Okay, so greatest to least, that one was pretty easy. We want $54 first, $4.59 in the middle, and then 59 cents is the least. Okay, this will be the last one that we do, guys. I think you're probably getting it by now, and you're ready to do your own on IXL. So after this lesson, you may go to IXL or whatever you're working on and try this for yourself. These are pretty easy, and I think you guys can do a great job with this now that you've had this lesson. Okay, so we've got 3 numbers here. This is our last one, and then we're going to end our lesson, okay? All right, so since this is the last one, I'm going to make sure I go over this one more time. You want to line up your decimals in between the ones and the tenths, right on this line. If your decimals are not lined up, you probably will not get your answer correct, okay? We want the hundredths to be filled in, so we're going to put a 0 here. Now they all 3 look like money. And we're going to go back and double check. It wants greatest to least. Okay, so we're going to look here in the ones column. Which one of these numbers is greatest? Yeah, 2. So the greatest one is $2.17. Okay, the other 2 have zeros in the ones place. They don't have any dollars. So now we go to the tenths. We have a 7 and we have a 0. Which one of those is bigger? The 7. So that's going to be our number 2. Okay, so this one is $2. It's 70 cents. Okay, and then our number 3, just because it's the last one, but we're still going to check it. Okay, we have no tenths, but we do have 7 hundredths. So this one is going to be 7 cents. Okay, so we have $2.17, and then 70 cents, and then 7 cents. Okay, so let's go back to IXL and fill in the greatest to the least. Okay, $2.17. This one would be 70 cents, and this one would be 7 cents. Okay, you guys did a great job today. Thank you for checking out my lesson, putting decimal numbers in order. I hope you guys tune in for my next one. Thanks.